Hello, so today we're going to make this side pop-out card, side tunnel card, I'm not quite sure what to call it, haven't decided. And this is the basic layout of the one that I have just made. As always, the pink represents your patterned paper, white is your base pieces. This piece here is for your sentiment, it will go here. I've added the two pieces. If you want to put like a patterned or coloured piece behind and then a white piece on front or whatever you want to do, but the purple one is the bit that will fit. Obviously the frame for the shape I have here and your supports. Now with this card, make it your own. Do what you want to do with it. If you want to change the shape here, go into contour and hide that contour, apply. Then you can go in with your shapes and add whatever shape you want. If you want a rectangle, you want a rounded rectangle, make a rounded rectangle. You do with it what you want. So you could have multiple. So for instance, you could have 2 circles or 3 circles if you want them smaller. Just remember, whatever shape you decide to cut, make sure that you create a frame for that shape. So how I would do that is I would select my image. I'm really sorry, my dog's just come in. I would create an offset, just a very small one, or however big you want to make it, as long as it fits. It fits inside those front pieces of the card. Oh, why do I keep doing that? I'll try that again. Apply. And then we're going to slice to give us our frame. Then pop that back there, because you'll need to slice that from that. When you go to slice your images, your shapes from this, because the score lines are already attached, don't detach the score lines. Go in to your, so you've got this, open it up. It's started to freeze. Highlight that one, and then in layers, hold down shift, and then do those, and then you can slice from it. Okay, now I'm just going to back out of all of this and go back to my original design. But yeah, make it yours. You don't like the curve on this, you don't have to have it curved. I will add in some straight ones, and you can just change the height of them for how you want it, but make it your own. And if you decide to make this project, please post it in the group. Let me see what you've decided to do with it. I can't wait to see what fun you make of this. Now for the images, I just grabbed any images. So just pick this for instance. And then I just sized it for where I would want it in the card. Did I want it hanging? Did I want it tucked from the side? And just sort of played around and gave myself an idea of the sizes of the images I needed for what I was making. I'm going to just save this because it had all my images in it. But yeah, make it yours, make it fun. If you want this to be out of pattern paper, make it out of pattern paper. I've just changed the colour so that you know what pieces you want. But yeah, make it yours, make it fun, and I can't wait to see what you do with it. Hello, we're back with another card. Once again, I've gone in and reinforced my scores, and now I'm going to put my pattern paper in the gaps before I move on, and I need to make sure these are the right way up. So I'm not sure if I like that way now. No. Because these do have an up and a down. Has anyone else started doing anything for Mother's Day yet? I'll start Mother's Day now so that I can do Easter. I have plenty of time for the Easter makes. Okay, I'm just going to pop that there, and then we're going to do the same and make sure I put it the right way up. I have to double check because I'm terrible at putting things the right way up. Okay, now we're going to get our just straight piece of card here, and we're going to start on this side, fold in the tab and pop our glue along. I forgot to grab some tape, so we're just going to hope that this grabs quick enough. Oh, it should do. It's a nice new fresh bottle of glue. Just delivered today. Not that I need any more glue, but I did run out of my Belly Arts, so you know, had to be done. Fold this back on itself. It's not. And then we're going to pop glue on this tab. And lay that in place. Get that all nice and straight. Push it down. Bend it gently this way so that we can get it pushed down. Bend it the other way. Oops, something's not right there. It's an easy way to check. Didn't go wide enough. This is going to go in here, but I want it to cover my tabs, so I'm going to use it as a guide to where it's supposed to be. This way. There we go. And fold it that way. Pop that out again. Okay, just realised I forgot to put in my supports. I mean, it wouldn't be a video with me, would it, if I hadn't forgotten something. Okay, we're going to start with our biggest support at the back. And we're doing these top and bottom, so we're going to fold this top tab, move this up. And we're going to push it right up against that tab there. Make sure it's straight. And we're doing the same top and bottom. The next big one. I can't seem to shift this cold that seems to be going around. Obviously, we want this one this way up. I'm sure it's just doing the rounds around my house. Okay. Then make sure it's straight, which it isn't, so we'll try that again. Then we're going to do the same with our... Which one have I done wrong? That one. I'll get there one day. One day I'll make a video where I don't make a mistake. I mean, when that'll be, I don't know, but it'll be one day. Now, just before I glue anything else, let's make sure I've got this right. Yep. I'm going to fold these back this way. And we're going to do it again with the next tab. And put that one right up against that one. Make sure it's straight. And then again with the smallest one. I don't know, I have an issue with putting things upside down, but I do. Put that one right up. What am I doing? And it's that way. And then again. Turn that around, try that again. So they're all there. Push all our tabs outwards, like so. Just pop glue here, here and here. Why is that one so wonky? Moved it. Again. Here, here and here. So just on the tabs. We're then going to fold this. Try and keep everything as even as possible. Push that down so it sticks. This is why I use tape in videos, because everything sticks better. Pop our glue down. I'm going to pop another little bit of glue there. Now we're going to fold this under while pushing. just going to let that sit for a minute while we push it down. And what we can actually do is, I'll put my scissors on it for a minute. I'm going to put on the frame to go around the front. So this is quite simple to put together once you do it in the right order, unlike me. My problem is I only see the bit that's in front of me. I forget about the rest that's sitting to the side until I turn my head and then think, oh, I needed to do that. And I'm not going to worry about the glue smudges because I have my glue eraser, so we can just rub them off once it's dry. I'm just going to pop our frame on so it's all nicely framed, if I can get it to line up properly, which of course I haven't. Anyone else like me and have literal issues with straight lines? I'm sure I'm blind to straight lines. Once again, as usual, you can probably hear my dog snoring in the background. He doesn't like to be left out. And then also while I'm here, I'm going to put my little design there. Obviously, I've cut mine from white, so I don't need to add a white panel on the back. But if you cut yours out of colour, you can cut an extra one of these, maybe make it a little bit smaller for a white panel on the back of your card to write your message. Ooh. I thought that was upside down then. And then we're just going to pop this in here. And then you can do whatever you want here. You can like cut out individual letters, you can cut out your own thing. It doesn't have to be a print and cut panel. But I didn't want to have too much to put together. So that's nicely glued down, and I think we're good here. Yes, we are. Now it's time to decorate. Now the first bit I'm going to do is add my backing piece, because that will cover up those seams at the back. I hope it fits now. And make sure it's the right way up, because this has got writing on it. Not that I know what it says, but it's definitely got an up and a down. Just get my fingers in there to push it down best I can. And there we go, and that's the basic structure of our card. So it will fold down to go in an envelope and pop up and stand up. Now I've cut all these little bits and I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with them. And I've got some acetate here as well. So I think I want to put a flower on the front to like tie in that flower theme, I think. So I should put a dot of glue there, and one there. That should be good, I hope. Yes. I say don't worry if you see any of my glue marks. One, this glue does dry clear, but two, grab yourself, if you do paper crafts, get yourself a glue eraser. I will link what I have from Amazon in the description. But it really makes such a difference, and you don't worry so much about getting glue over the edges. Right, come on glue, I need you to grab. So I'm not going to overly decorate this, Obviously these give you somewhere you can hang your decoration from. So I want to hang that one up there. And I might even add a touch of glue there. And then I'm thinking, right, so I've got this sheet of acetate here, and I haven't put this in the Design Space design because I don't think I really need to. Because it's just strips, whatever thickness you want. I want that a little bit thinner actually. And then, obviously, whatever length you want. And I'm going to glue one of my flowers to the acetate, which I'm going to glue a couple of them so they can dry quickly. Different lengths, obviously, and different size flowers. That one might be a bit short. Get another long one. So I don't always know what my finished product's going to look like. I literally just think I'll use these elements and let's hope that it turns out good. Which probably isn't the best thing to do, but yeah, it's all fun, isn't it? It's about having fun and enjoying what you do, and I'm having fun. Then thingy, and then I'm going to put one up here. No, that's the glue. Why would I glue the back? I'm going to put one behind this level. Just a little one peeking out there. Tip it a bit. And then I might do another one back here in the background. Just for some depth. So I think I'm going to put this one right at the back. Just so it's got like things on multiple levels. Obviously I have more flowers and things to add. Now I'm going to hang these, and I'm just going to slide it in. So this bit's a bit tricky, so I'm sorry if you can't see it too great right now. I'm just going to slide that in and push it down. And again, I think I'm going to bring this one further forward and pull that right to the side. And then this big one, I'm going to hang from the back one. This is the fiddly bit, is getting the elements in where you want them. before it dries, stand it up and fix. This dries pretty quick, it grabs pretty quick. So I want it to the side, but I don't want it popping out the front. So you can't see this very well. You turn this camera a little bit. So these are just kind of floating. It's the acetate, sort of when they move. A bit like popping things on a pop socket. But I think I want this in front of that back one. So see, they're popping around and moving, and then I think I might just let me see. I'm not sure if it actually needs anything else. No, actually I'm going to leave it at that. Sometimes less is more, and I have to remember that. So we've got the illusion of things hanging. Well, they are hanging. So we've got that we've got that depth in the box, the different levels. You can see the little supports, which also are part of the design. Obviously these can be straight. You can make these straight and as thin as the top. As thin as the top here as you want. You can make this thicker, so you've got a smaller gap. And then you wouldn't have to see these. I like seeing them. I think it just draws your eye to the back. We've got our little hanging. This one's really annoying me. I might have to move that. We've got our hanging flowers. We've got our little flowers peeking out of the gaps. We've got our sentiment to the side. It all folds flat beautifully to go into an envelope. And I quite enjoy that. It's turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. Anyway, I'm going to take some pictures, let the glue dry. I may move this flower because it's really annoying me. I may tilt him in a bit, which I am. I'm going to move this flower before it dries completely because it's really annoying me. Probably should have put it in while it was stood up. It's in now. Make it. There we go. That's better. And we'll grab that glue splodge and get it off with the eraser in a little bit once it's dried. But there we go. Our side tunnel card. I'm not really sure what to call it. Our side 3D hanging card. I don't know. But thank you very much for watching. Words are not working today. And I'll hope to see you soon. If you make the card, pop it in my group. Pop it in the group. Let me see. I want to see what you do with these designs. Let's see what you make of them and how you make them your own. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you for watching, and if you decide to make this card, please post it in our group. Goodbye.